The Teaching University Students course is one of the courses within the Mandatory Common Core program for all new research postgraduate students within HKBU. This introductory course indeed aims to prepare research postgraduate students to undertake a role in teaching undergraduate students.
The main objective of how we flip the class is to let the student have a more flexible environment, which is let them to study in their own pace at their own desired environment.
Most of the time we actually will go through some discussion with them to recap on what they have learned in the online component. One of the things we actually emphasize is feedback to students. So although they actually work online, we participate online with them, so any deviation from the actual concept, then we can actually pull them back.
Over half of my students indeed quite like this kind of approach because they found that they can have more time to interact with teachers as well as with their classmates, and then they can also clarify some of the misunderstanding, and the teachers and indeed can provide immediate feedback. That's the reason why they found it actually better than the traditional classroom.
During the in-class activity, they feel like in the sense of competition. Doing this way, we can really reinforce the participation as well.
They actually treasure our immediate feedback during the discussion time, and we actually act as facilitators more than a teacher.
Immediate tutor.
It is hard work in the beginning because basically you have to redesign the whole course with online and in-class all integrated together and helping the student to learn the online element as well as the in-class element. But once you've done that and you actually refine it, I think both teachers and students will actually enjoy the experience because you can see that the students are learning and they are contributing to their own learning as well as to the learning of the others.
I'd say it's quite helpful to discuss about some conceptual ideas about teaching, and it's helpful for us to understand the in-class activities as well.
I found it actually more rewarding and actually more stimulating to teach. I treasure the time to interact with my students because during the conversation also is a kind of reflection of myself, whether I have conveyed the message clearly. We establish a rapport during the whole semester because we have a lot of interaction during class time. So I found it actually very rewarding to interact with my students.
I'd say it's more engaging because the instructor have more time to discuss with the students, not just talk about their thoughts, but this is a one-way thing, but we want teaching to be a two-way, to a communication thing. So this offers us more chance to communicate with our instructor, with my peers, to gather more ideas.
So this is something interesting, I would like to dig into it more.